Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Labor Day weekend coming up. And today is August 30th, 2019, and the time right now, 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. As you know, we're in the holiday mode. We don't get back to semi-regular trading until next week. The week after that, it's all full gear. But that's how you look at how these markets work. Offices, probably half the staff's gone, and lighter volume. Although I did watch this morning, and I think it was Bloomberg, and they were talking about how big the volumes have been in ETFs and unusual for August. So while maybe the individual stock market volume is doing one thing, ETF volume has been very, very strong. So it's catching traders in at an interesting time. Tariffs are supposed to go on, as you know, on China September 1st. We have a series of economic data to look at. We have a hurricane, Cat 3, Cat 4, who knows, could be a Cat 5 by the time it hits the coast of Florida, supposedly. We'll see what that does. Interesting that you're taking the premium out of from nat gas, rebob, all the different energy markets today. Don't quite know what that's about either. You would think if the storm's going to track across Florida into the Gulf of Mexico, you'd have held on there. Interesting day in the bonds and notes. They're trying to break down a little bit, not succeeding in doing so. In the grain market, just back and forth action. But before I get too far, let's take a look at what came out in economic data. The University of Michigan consumer sentiment down to 89.8 from 92.1, and they expected 92.1. So that gives you an idea that the consumer, he's paying attention right now to what's going on and probably a little shook by everything. August current conditions, 105.3 versus 107.4, and the expectations are even 3 points lower. But here's a good number. Countering that, Chicago PMI came in 50.4 versus the expected 47.5 and last month's 44.4. Personal income and spending came in down 0.2 from what was expected, but all the other numbers, as you can see, came in pretty good. In Europe, the stats office pegged the 2019 August Eurozone inflation at 1% from the prior month, in line with expectations. But remember, their goal's 2%. They're far away from it. In Germany, the Federal Stats Office reported that retail sales, adjusted for all the seasonal variations, fell 2.2% from June. That is not good. Germany's got so much excess money. Why aren't they doing something fiscally? And they are the biggest speakers saying right now that they don't want to see the ECB do too much in the way of extra help for Europe. I think Europe needs it. Canada's GDP during the second quarter of 2019 rose 3.7%, better than expectations of a 3% rise, and they even revised up by 1/10 their first quarter GDP. And GasBuddy, well, it's saying you're going to do pretty well. Now, in the mornings, I'm sure that one of the things you look for, if you're like me, is you're looking, and I'm up at 4:35 in the morning, and I'm reading from all over the world what is going on. And what I try to do is bring to you in the morning charts. Now, it's only for my subscribers, but what I do is I review 40 charts with 5 ETFs, and I'm throwing my ideas. I admit today I said, trade nothing in there. And why did I do that? It's the holiday period. I don't know what to expect as we come back. I'd rather have some idea that you can control your positions rather than on this holiday mode. The difference from what I do in my end of the day videos and these is I'm going to say, buy here, sell there. Here's your stop. Here's your profit objective. Move it. I'll give you all the reasons for the trades. Go through it. And the idea there isn't that you're necessarily following what I'm doing. It's maybe you need that push on your own trade ideas to work with it. The charts are going to look like this, jet black. They're very different than what you see from what I do here. I cover in this exact sequence the same charts all the time. Sometimes these videos are 20 minutes long. I don't want you watching 20 minutes. If you want to watch them all, that's up to you. But you're able, on a slide bar first on the bottom, let's assume you just want metals. Slide right over to metals. It'll light up. It's going to tell you you're in the metal section. Do it. You can move over here. There'll be a lexicon that lists everything just like you're seeing here. You go right to that point. My job when I make the video, rather than making videos from just the, say, metal markets and then go to the stock indices, I want to do one video where you can slide around, see what you want at any point in time. And within there, as you're sliding, you're going to see, be it the gold, the silver, and now you can see the chart you want. I make it easy. I think it's the way that a lot of traders like it. And the idea there isn't the length of the video, it's giving you the best analysis I can to start your day off. I always start with the day's fundamentals. So if there's something important, you'll hear about that. If something happened in Asia or Europe overnight, you're going to hear that as well. What does it run? 26.5 cents a day to get going. After that, you can quit, you can stay with it. It's $15 every 30 days afterwards, so it doesn't matter when you begin. It goes on the amount of days. That's how that works. And we offer a 1-year subscription as low as $156 paid up front, which is the equivalent of $13 every 30 days. So how do you find out more about it? Well, you can always call my staff, they'll tell you. If you go to our website, you'll see not only the free offers, but if you want to sign up for this, and I recommend you do, what you do is you simply go to Education or Research, Ira's Morning Subscriber video. There'll be a FAQ sheet that explains everything, a small video that I do so you can understand how it works, and the sign up is right there. You can also click right here if you're watching me on YouTube. It'll take you right to that page. So with that, you have a great Labor Day weekend. I will talk to you all in the end of the day videos today, and I'll see you all Tuesday. Have a good one.